What's going on, LTQ Wrestling crew? We're going to be talking about Monday Night Raw. I had some good moments this week. The road to WrestleMania continues. Only about under 30 days left over the WrestleMania, so it should be exciting. We had John Cena kick off the show. He comes out there. The international crowd in the UK is lit. They're cheering, they're booing, they're chanting, "Let's go, Cena. Cena sucks." They're hyped to see one of the greatest, and not the greatest of all time, kick off the show. You know, as a heel, we still all love Cena. And before he even gets a word in, out comes Cody Rhodes. And Cody says, "We've been listening to you for 2 straight weeks. Now it's my turn to start off." He says, "What are you going to roast me for right now, John? Are you going to roast me for some of my lisps, for Stardust, for getting booed in a company I created?" He says, "How about my tattoo on my neck? Are you going to roast me for that?" And Cena says he's not going to, cook Cody. He's going to bury him. He says he's been known for burying talents. He says, "I don't bury talent. I am talent. I bury mediocrity." He says, "Cody Rhodes, your ego outmatches your ability. Cody Rhodes is nothing more than my chauffeur. Cody is not being his true self." Says Cody Rhodes is putting on an act, that he's using all these past gimmicks he has to blend together. Without his entrance music, he's nothing more than a guy in a cheap suit, or not a cheap suit, but a guy in a suit. And he says, "An errand boy that got lucky." And Cody comes back and says, "You know who chose me? The fans. One guy chose you in an office who's not here anymore." And he's talking about Vince McMahon, and that was a crazy line. "If anyone is a company creation, it's you, John Cena. John, you are still my hero, but you are also a piece of shit." And the crowd starts chanting "piece of shit" at Cena. He has that just blank look on his face. He didn't like it. that was a funny line. And Cena starts talking about how Cody left when times got tough. He left WWE, ran away. After Cody was saying Cena runs off to Hollywood, and Cena says, "No matter what garbage they gave me, I make it great. I make empires for billionaires. All you ever done is steal money from their kids." And what a line. Talking about Tony Khan, how he stole money from Tony Khan to create a company. He's not even there anymore. Both these guys were dropping bars in this. I know there's fans out there who said Cena cooked Cody. I think Cody did a pretty good damn job himself in this. And they both went back and forth. And Cena walks away. He said, "I'll see you at WrestleMania." And Cody says, "You know, John, there might be a lot of things that are true about what you said, but not once have the fans ever chanted at me, 'You can't wrestle.'" And Cena didn't like that. And the crowd starts chanting, "You can't wrestle, you can't wrestle." And Cena gets back in the ring. And he does what he did last week. He has a little smirk. He makes it look like he's about to run outside the ring. And he goes to attack Cody. And Cody hits him with the crossroads to end the segments. And he stares down Cena. He holds up the championship while Cena's laying down on the mat. And that's how we wrap up the opening segment. And the final time these two will be face to face, it looks like, before Mania. And I will say, if this is the last time we see them do a segment together before Mania, they made us wait for the right thing, because this was a hell of a segment. Both did the best they could with this. It was awesome. Both are great on the mic. And this got me more hyped for the WrestleMania match. So tip of the cap, tip of my Bulls cap to both John Cena and Cody Rhodes in this. And we had New Day against a returning Tyler Bate, who teamed up with Pete Dunne. And good match. The crowd was into it. Obviously, Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne both from the UK. And New Day ends up getting the win. They pin Pete Dunne because they're pretty much saying we deserve a title shot. And it seems like WWE just really didn't take the momentum New Day had and ran with it. They really just kind of squandered some of the momentum, really. I mean, they ain't really getting like huge reactions like they were in the beginning. I feel like the fans are kind of slowly becoming disinterested in them. I hope that's not the case long term, but it's like sometimes with Triple H, it feels like he doesn't strike when the iron's hot with stuff, like with Otis as well. Like when him and Gable were going at it, and Otis was hella over with the fans, and he just never really did anything with Otis. I feel like that's kind of what he's done with the New Day, where it's like they had so much heel heat, and now it's gone, and it's like, okay. Even if they win the titles, I mean, I don't know if that's really going to change anything. The War Raiders come out afterwards. They stare down the New Day, hold up the titles, and that's how we end that. We had Gunther against Jimmy Uso. And I'll tell you what, I love the match. I love the segment afterwards. Fun match. Gunther won with the sleeper. He started mocking Jimmy. He hit his power bomb, lifting him up like, I'm not done with you. And he just kept mocking him. And he finally puts him away with the sleeper. He goes to walk out the ring, then he runs back in, puts Jimmy in another sleeper. Out comes Jay. Gunther retreats, and they go to commercial. And then, a referee and Jay are helping Jimmy to the back, and Gunther attacks them both from behind. And, man, Gunther, he attacks them both. He goes to powerbomb Jay on the steps. The security breaks up. He ends up powerbombing one or two security guards on the steps. And he gets a zip tie. And he zip ties Jay to the ropes. And Jay can't do nothing. He's laying there. He's pissed off. He's trying to help out. And he ends up watching his brother Jimmy get destroyed. Gunther hits him with a title in the head. He's bleeding. He power bombs him. He's beating the hell out of him, punching him multiple times. And then he puts him in the sleeper right in front of Jay. And he's mocking Jay, saying, you can't beat me. I'm above you, and all this other stuff. And that's how the segment ends. And round of applause. Because this feud has been stale. It's been boring. It's been repetitive. It's been a lot of the same stuff for weeks. And this was finally something refreshing. And I think them adding Jimmy into the feud helps it because it adds more of an emotional story for Jay. Like, you destroyed my brother. Now I'm going to destroy you at WrestleMania. You did all this to me. You've destroyed my family. You destroyed me. I love this direction they're going, and I hope this keeps up for the final 2 or 3 weeks before Mania because this is really good. And I think it makes Gunther look great. It makes Jay have more of a connection, so I thought it was great. We had a tag team match, Penta and Braun Breaker against Finn and Dom. And pretty much summing up, Braun accidentally spears Penta. He gets thrown outside the ring. Dom does his little, running leg drop. And Finn Balor hits the coup de grace and pins Penta. And I was surprised because this is Penta's first official pinfall loss in WWE. Look, I'm happy to see Finn Balor get a win because Finn has not won anything in, forever, it feels like. And if they're setting up a fatal four-way, they got to give him and Dom some momentum going in this match. But I'm still surprised that Finn Balor is the first one to get a pinfall win over Penta. It just feels odd to me. But they weren't going to have Braun take a pin either. So it's like if you're going to have Finn and Dom win, one of them guys has to take a pin. And they're going to protect Braun more than Penta, obviously. So I get it, but it's still very odd that they had Finn Balor be the one who did it. He was the one, I believe, who eliminated Penta in the Rumble. So Finn's gotten some luck with Penta, so good for him. We had an AJ Styles and Logan Paul segment. Not too much really happened, just them teasing their match. Logan Paul had heel heat. The crowd was chanting AJ Styles. And we're definitely getting a Mania match between the two. Styles goes to an attack on Logan Paul. He gets him back in the ring, and Logan Paul bounced him on the ropes. Does like a low blow on the ropes and hits his new finisher, which is a dope move. And Logan Paul stands tall, so we're definitely getting a great – I can't wait to see these two face on WrestleMania. Listen, you can hate Logan Paul, but him and AJ Styles in the ring together is going to be magic. I can't wait to see it. So we'll see how that goes. So the main event, Rhea Ripley, Io Sky for the Women's World title, Bianca Belair, special guest referee. I think we all knew how this was going to end. It was a good match. I was surprised that Rhea did a Razor's Edge, and they did that crazy move in the top. Well, there was one botch where Io Sky went for a Meteora, and she just fell or something. I don't know if it was a missed time or something happened. But other than that, great match. Rhea ends up accidentally hitting Belair with a super kick. Io Sky accidentally hits her with the top rope drop kick, and Belair just calls for the double DQ. She's had enough. Michael Cole says, I can't really blame her at this point. She's been attacked by both competitors, and that's how this match ends. And it's unfortunate because that's back-to-back main events that have ended in DQ on Raw, which sucks, but it is what it is. Ripley hits a top rope riptide on Belair to end the show, and she walks away, and that's how we end it. So all in all, not a horrible Raw. I would recommend this Raw for a lot of people. I didn't think it was horrible. Were there some boring parts of it? Yeah, there always is to every show. But I thought it was a good show overall. So hopefully you guys enjoyed my thoughts on it. Make sure to like and subscribe for more LTQ Wrestling Crew content. Peace.